Hello children. Today we will do question answers of chapter 1, The Surprise Party. Answer these questions in brief. Who was Bilbo expecting? Which lines from the text suggest this? Bilbo was expecting Gandalf. The lines that suggest this is it's Gandalf for certain this time. He thought as he puffed along the passes, but it was not. Who was the first dwarf to visit Bilbo? Dwalin was the first dwarf to visit Bilbo. How did Bilbo react when the visitors started pouring in? Bilbo was surprised, overwhelmed, and confused. He became frustrated and unsure about what was happening. What conveys that Bilbo was not too happy with the visitors? He sat in a corner trying to collect his wits, and later he got red in the face with anger when he had to serve food and drinks to so many unexpected guests. Question number 5. What indicates that the visitors were quite comfortable in Bilbo's house? Answer. The dwarves sat around the table, ordered food and drinks, made themselves at home, and later even started singing without asking for permission. Question number 6. What does throng mean? Why didn't Bilbo like the sound of this word? Throng means a large crowd or group of people. Bilbo didn't like the sound of it because he preferred a quiet, peaceful life, and the idea of so many unexpected guests made him uncomfortable. Question number 7. Who did Gandalf finally arrive with? Answer. Gandalf arrived with Thorin, the leader of the dwarves. B. Answer these questions with reference to the context. The poor little hobbit sat down in the hall and put his head in his hands and wondered what had happened and what was going to happen and whether they would all stay to supper. Question number 1. Who was the poor little hobbit? Answer. Bilbo Baggins. Question number B. Who does they refer to here? The group of dwarfs who had arrived unexpectedly at his house. C. Why did the hobbit put his hat in his hands? Answer. He was overwhelmed, confused, and frustrated by the unexpected arrival of so many guests. Question number 2. Context 2. Dwalin at your service. He said with a low bow. A. Who was Dwalin? Dwalin was a dwarf and one of the first members of Thorin's company to arrive at Bilbo's house. B. Where was Dwalin when he said this? Answer. At Bilbo's front door, as soon as Bilbo opened it. C. Who is he addressing here? How did the listener react? Answer. He was addressing Bilbo. Bilbo was surprised but responded politely. Question number 3. Context 3. Of course, said Thorin, and after we shall not get through the business till late, but we must have some music first. A. Who was Thorin? Thorin was the leader of the company of dwarves and heir to the lonely mountains' lost treasure. Why did he say of course here? Because Bilbo asked if they would all stay for supper and Thorin saw it as a given that they would. C. What business was he talking about? Discussing their quest to reclaim their treasure from the dragon's mug. It was with the dragon's mug, na? C. Answer these questions. In what manner did Dwalin enter Bilbo's house? Answer. Without waiting for an invitation, Dwalin walked straight in as if he had been expected. Question number 2. Why did Bilbo invite Dwalin to stay for tea? What does it reveal about him? So answer is Bilbo was trying to be polite and was caught off guard by the unexpected visit. This shows that he values hospitality and good manners. Question number 3. What did Killy say after he entered the house? Answer. He introduced himself saying, Killy at your service, and later mentioned joining the throng, which worried Bilbo. Question number 4. What did the dwarves discuss as they sat at the table? Answer. They talked about mines, gold, goblins, dragons, and adventures, topics that Bilbo found overwhelming. Question number 5. Why didn't Bilbo want to understand what the dwarves were talking about? Their talk of adventure sounds too dangerous and uncomfortable for someone who enjoyed a peaceful life. Question number 6. What did Gandalf order Bilbo to do once he arrived? Answer. Gandalf told Bilbo to put on some eggs and bring out cold chicken for the dwarves. Question number 7. What effect did the dwarves' song have on Bilbo? What is revealed about the dwarves in this song? Answer. The song awakened a deep longing for adventure in Bilbo, but he quickly retreated back into his usual cautious self. The song reveals that the dwarves are deeply connected to their lost homeland and treasure, and that they are determined to reclaim what was taken from them. Question number 8. Why aren't the dwarfs in possession of their treasure? How does this make them feel? Answer. Their treasure was stolen by the dragon Smug. They feel angry, displaced, and determined to reclaim it. Question number 9. How did Bilbo feel about all this unexpected company? Give examples for the text to support your answer. So answer is Bilbo felt overwhelmed and frustrated. He put his head in his hands, got red in the face and thought, bother these dwarves when they expected him to serve them food. Question number 10. Justify the title. The surprise party. Can you think of another title for this extract? Yes. Answer. The title is fitting because Bilbo was completely unprepared for the arrival of the dwarfs, making it surprise gathering. Another possible title could be an uninvited gathering or Bilbo's unexpected guest. So, that's all for today now. Thank you and keep practicing. Bye bye.